morning, small players, and welcome to another episode of Pre-Market Screening. This morning, we have a few stocks on the scanner. The first one being COSM again. This one has been on scanner pretty much every day for the past couple of weeks, and it has been having a lot of volume pre-market. In the after-hour session, it broke above 67 cents, which was a key level that we were looking at yesterday. So this morning, this level of 70 cents is pretty important. It was resistance, then turned support. Similarly, this level of 75. The problem with both of those is that they're below EMA 20. So for me, I'd wait for break above 80 cents for a trade here. I can use VWAP as a stop, and then we'll take profits at 82.65, 84. 84.5, 85, it's choppy. But it's approaching $1 now, so that, becomes more interesting. If it breaks above 1, first of all, 1 is a big level for any penny stock, but at the same time, also on this chart, it's a big squeeze level. Outside of all of these levels that we already have alerts for, I'm going to send an alert for 150 break as well. And 2. So definitely, stays interesting because the higher it goes, the more shorts it will squeeze, and it's sort of been a permanent state of squeeze already. That's why it's been on scanner every day. So 67, the reason why I was on the scanner was because it was this high from last week, and we broke above it. So we see on that break, oh, what happened here? Some glitch. So we see what happened here when it broke 67. That's a over 30% squeeze. I can expect something similar on break of 1, even on break of today's high, because there's nothing on there on the daily chart before 1 as resistance. But 1, shorts will try and defend 1, but if we break above 1, that can really squeeze it. So very interesting once again. I'd argue even more interesting than yesterday, because yesterday didn't get to break above 67 and it was on the cheaper end. Now we're getting closer to 1. That makes it interesting. APEN, I don't like charts like this. You guys know there's nothing to see. It's like a move up and then no range to trade, but I can send an alert for break above 10 for today or another day. ASPI, this one, let's see. It has decent room to high of day, which makes it interesting, but right now there's not a lot of volume and it's sort of consolidating. We can send an alert for break above VWAP, which is also break above 3, which could be a decent trade for a move towards high of day. And we have to take profits on 320, and 320 might be very strong resistance. So we might have to, it might reverse completely there, and we might have to re-enter again on break above 3. But anyway, I'm going to send an alert for break above all of these levels. And then we can use those as profit taking. So break above 3, we can take profits at 320 and 340, and then 360 is the level on chart, but 350 is a big psychological level, so that's going to have to be the last profit taking, and then maybe a bounce or breakout for an add or re-entry. The next one is ONCS. Similarly interesting in terms of having a lot of room to high of day for later, but not immediately interesting. I'm going to send an alert there for break above 340. If VWAP descends down to 320 or below 320, we can also do a break of 320. Ride pops up on scanner every now and then. It's a higher float, so I'm not always very interested in it, but I'm going to send an alert for break above 1.5. FU2U really became expensive. Nice. We can trade a bounce here in $55 or a break above high of day. Oh, I like this chart, SI. Not a lot of volume, but this is one of my favorite setups. Setting up a dead cat bounce. So hopefully it picks up volume. I'd take this and break of $26 for a move towards 27, 28, and 29. This one has plenty of room to move. Yeah, I really like this one, SI. Okay, and then let's take a look at some of the stocks from yesterday. NAOV, I'm going to send a alert here for break above 70 cents. And for break above $1 for another day. Now, if you're a short bias trader, I often say this is the type of setup that you want. The reason being, it was a mover yesterday, but there's still plenty of volume today. So there's still attention on it, but obviously second day run is a weakness. It shouldn't go above 60 cents. That's, your stop should be 60 cents. You don't want it above that. Once it starts getting above that, long bias traders sort of take control. I can even set that alert up for us. I wouldn't use my stop to 70 or 80 because then you get more into a squeeze area. The key with being short is just you want to short low enough that even if you get stopped out, there's a mini squeeze. You don't get stopped out here and then get squeezed into infinity and lose, blow up your account. So rejections on 60 are key. Break below, what is the high here? 43. Break below 43 cents is another valid setup, and then break below 30 cents. So that's the type of setup you want. The general market yesterday. So yesterday we posted this video and then the sound was wrong again. I don't know why that sometimes happens. I'm sorry. So yesterday the market had quite a wild day. So it broke. We were looking for a break above 285 or 285.50. It broke that and then some, and then once it rejected 287, it reversed, which is like fine, then broke below 283.50, which was our alert for a SQQ trade. So then that was a separate trade too. There was plenty volatility. This is like a crazy move in one day to do that, to reverse like that. So this morning we can set an alert for break above 285 for a TQQ trade. And then I'll say break below 283 for an SQQ trade. Okay. TBLA, another stock that we traded yesterday, doesn't have a lot of volume today, but decent volume. So if you were short, I would look for a break below 240. That would be a nice trade for a move towards 2. For longs, we can send an alert for break above 260. That one's a little riskier. Break above 280 is a little safer. And then I'll remove it from watch list. DBGI, this one, nothing to see here today. But if it breaks above 7, that could be a very interesting trade for another day. So I would trade that. For shorts, you can set your alerts for break below 6. MANU, this one, very interesting for break above 21. For longs, for shorts, break below $20.50. Affirm, I'm going to set an alert for Affirm for break above $13. For longs, break below $12.50 for shorts. AXSM, this one was very interesting yesterday, not much to see today. I'm going to set an alert for break above 75 for another day. For shorts, you can short break below 72.50, and then you can also short break below this EMA 200 line. KTRA, nothing to see here also, but I'm going to send alerts since I already have it here. And that's that. Okay, you guys, I will see you in the chat room.